Welcome to another live stream watch along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to Forge FC versus Toronto FC in the 2020, long awaited 2020 Canadian Championship final. Today it's for a trophy. Toronto FC heading into the international break after this match. Then they'll play the Red Bulls on the 18th. Then on 22nd, 23rd, they'll play Montreal. That'll be their first two matches after the break. MLS and Canadian Championship semifinal. But today, they have 90 more minutes between them and a trophy. Toronto's first trophy since 2018. You could say, what about the Eastern Conference Championship? To MLS, that does not count. We know this. Toronto FC's first legitimate trophy since 2018 could be won today. We shall see how that goes. Or Forge could be the first CPL side to win the Canadian Championship. With that being said, the 11s are as follows for the home side. Forge FC of Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. In goal, we have Tristan Henry. The back four, Rezart Rama, Alexander Akinyoti Johnson, Abdul Malik Owolabi, and Ashton Morgan. The midfield three of Abubakar Sissoko, Alessandro Jabrapur, and Kyle Becker. And the front three of David Choyen, Tristan Borges, and Taryn Campbell for Forge FC. The home side, first time they play this tournament, it's Forge's first time playing the final. But this is the only true Canadian Championship match that would have been played in 2020, but had to wait 2 years because of the pandemic, because they had played round robins to get these two finalists. That's how we got here. But let's get back to the 11s. I'll touch on that again once we get through the Toronto 11. Again, for TFC, in goal, Quentin Westberg. The back four, Luca Petrasso, Carlos Salcedo, Lucas McNaughton, Cozy Thompson. Midfield three, Alejandro Pozuelo, Michael Bradley, and DeAndre Kerr. Front three, Io Akinola, Jaden Nelson, and Jesus Jimenez for Toronto FC. And I think they learned from Halifax a couple of weeks ago, because this is a top TFC 11 against a weaker Forge side. So if they have a game that's similar to how Montreal played Forge, I'm not so worried. If they scrap it out, I'm going to be worried. But with that being said, so how we got here, if you've forgotten or you've been living under a rock or you just don't understand, that's what I meant. They don't have leagues in Canada. If they do, Toronto plays for the MLS. They have the Canadian Premier League, which is where Forge plays. That's the A division in Canada. But, of course, Toronto, Montreal, Vancouver do not play in the CPL because it's a salary-capped USL level league. But we'll also touch on that as well. So in 2020, after MLS is back to have these finalists for the 2020 Canadian Championship, with travel restrictions, they couldn't play a full tournament. So they chose to do it the old-style way, a round robin between Toronto, Montreal, and Vancouver. 3 games from each team against each other. So Toronto played Montreal 3 times, Vancouver 3 times. Vancouver, they played twice at BMO, once at BC Place, once at BMO, twice at Stade Saputo for Montreal. And then Vancouver and Montreal did the same thing. What happened was Toronto finished top of the group in that round robin to be the MLS finalist to the 2020 Canadian Championship. Montreal choked on the last day. You can watch some of those RSRs back on the channel. For the CPL, they had the Island Games going on concurrently, where it was a 7-game season where one team played each team once. Then they had a second stage of a 4-team group stage where each team played each other once, and the top 2 teams in that group played in the CPL final that season. Forge and Halifax was the CPL final that season. Forge won their second straight Canadian Premier League Championship, being the second finalist in this match. Now, this was supposed to be hosted at BMO Field at first. But when this match could not be fulfilled before the CONCACAF Champions League in 2021, they postponed it, gave Toronto the CCL spot, which is how they beat Lewellen, then lost to Cruz Azul. And then Forge would get to host this game whenever it so was played, and the trophy actually was handed out. That's why they're at Tim Hortons Field today playing this matchup. Forge gets the host. Toronto got the CCL spot, which is why they were in and played Lewellen and then played Cruz Azul. last season. But they did not have the trophy. So they either proved that they deserve the trophy tonight or deserve that CCL spot tonight, or Forge can always hold it over our heads that you only got handed that CCL spot, which would have been their first, and this year would have been their second had that actually had happened. And God knows this could end up being a derby, so there you go. They could easily hold that against us and make a derby out of that. But we got a good match coming. That's how we've got here. And now, 2 years on, or more like a year and a half, a little bit over a year and a half on of when we were supposed to play this football match, it is being played at Tim Hortons Field. Under the current Canadian Championship branding, even though they had an older branding, as you can see in my thumbnail. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get this one going. We got the Can Champ final of 2020 today. Forge played the CONCACAF League last year against Foz. Yes, they did. And they got into the Champions League from CONCACAF League. Because they were that good. They're not as good right now. Suriname versus Jamaica underway with Hal Jack. And here we go. Ready for the Canadian Championship final of 2020. Long awaited. Hot tub time machine. Jamaica is playing. Are they losing? They are losing. They're already losing? They just started. It's the same match time as Toronto. What the? I couldn't tell you. Can Toronto win their first trophy since 2018? Or will they have to? Will they not? What? WTF? What are you saying, WTF? And here we go. The teams are walking out. Forge in the orange, Toronto in the white and gray. I meant with how they're playing. Sorry, I was tapping fast. It's all good. They probably shouldn't lose to Suriname, though. Like, it was like, already? What? Teams are about to walk out for this final, the 2020 final. Toronto playing Forge at Hamilton. Yep, exactly. That's what I was thinking. I didn't know. I only got it on MLS.com, so I couldn't tell you. Bob Bradley in a tracksuit. But at least they have a better 11 here. I remember you used to be a host in their show. Like on Ryan LFC's channel, I've still been on there from time to time. And we'll see how the something goes down here. That's what you're talking about. I think he's talking about Ryan LFC's channel. I don't know. I think that's what he's talking about. The trophy is out for both these teams. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get this one going. Here we go. Oh. Ron used to host a Jamaican show about the World Cup qualifying games. Yes. With Ron LFC. That's what he was talking about. Yeah, I could tell what he was saying. You were the one who didn't understand Winvo. Yeah, I think they've done this at CONCACAF League games before. With that being said, again, lineups are as follows. Tristan Henry back for Rezart Rama, Alexander Akinyoti Janssen, Abdul Malik Owolabi, Ashton Morgan, Abubakar Sissoko, Alessandro Hujabapour, Kyle Becker, front three, Davi Choyer, Tristan Borges, and Taryn Campbell for Forge FC. For Toronto FC, Quentin Westberg, back four, Luca Petrasso, Carlos Salcedo, Lucas McNaughton, Cozy Thompson, midfield three, Michael Bradley, Alejandro Pozuelo, and DeAndre Kerr, and then Jaden Nelson, Io Akinola, and Jesus Jimenez. What up, King Cat? How we doing? Hi, my friend De Canada. What up? How we doing? Saludos. Saludos. We should be underway any second now. Here we go. The referees are out. The lineups have been shown. They're bringing up the stanchion. Who wins? Haney or Cambosas? Lineup for Forge. Tristan Henry, Ashton Morgan, Davi Choyer, Taryn Campbell, Kyle Becker, Alexander Akinyoti Janssen, Tristan Borges, Alessandro Hujabapour, Rezart Rama, Abubakar Sissoko, and Malik Owolabi. Abdul Malik Owolabi. It's on One Soccer, Fox Soccer Plus, Buffstream.1. Whereas where I'm watching it, I'm not. Jamaica 0-0 with Suriname. Okay. That's what I was figuring. Toronto FC in goal. Quentin Westberg, Carlos Salcedo, Michael Bradley, Lucas McNaughton, Jesus Jimenez, Alejandro Pozuelo, Jaden Nelson, Io Akinola, DeAndre Kerr, Luca Petrasso, and Cozy Thompson, the 11 for TFC. Is it BT Sport? No. Well, no, I looked. It's not on BT Sport today. Why were you so surprised when I said that? I wasn't surprised at you. Because I thought you were talking about Ryan LFC, but I didn't know exactly what you were. I was like, I think that's what he's talking about. I was trying to click on it. Because I wasn't hosting. I was kind of hosting, but it was like co-hosting. But I had to think for a second. And then the you used to was like the thing that kind of stuck out. No, I'm still working with Ryan LFC from time to time. And I'm glad too. The used to thing kind of stopped me in my tracks as well, I have to say. And here we go. We're about to kick off this match. Toronto versus Forge. Is it BT Sport? No, I didn't see that. Toronto in their away kits, their gray and white. Forge in their orange, and we will kick off. Summer League is starting today. You still do. I only saw you twice. I was just on a Liverpool video a couple of weeks ago when Klopp signed his deal to stay, sign a new contract. And I'll think if everything goes right, I'll still show up sometime during this international break. Buffstream.1. Buffstream.1. It's the one I'm using. It's the one I got. I mean, I wasn't completely wrong. Our Summer League is starting today. Here we go. Going to kick off as we stand. That was later on, halfway through. Still working on it. Raining in June in Oregon's pretty interesting. They've kicked off by now. I'm sure of it. Starting to lag. What? Already? Shouldn't have been on that long. There we go. Here we go. There we go. 2 minutes in. Forge playing forward. Already. Into Toronto's defensive end. Headed away by McNaughton. Falls to Becker. Yeah, they've kicked off, and I had to deal with are you watching Stranger Things? No. The only thing I want to binge watch is Sopranos. Taryn Campbell plays forward. Tristan Borges. We're 3 minutes in. And that's out for a goal kick. TFC defending. Not yet. Not yet. Oh, corner. Great. They put out a pretty strong 11, though, so if we're being honest, they learned their lesson from frickin' Halifax. You don't disrespect a CPL team. Ball played on. Saved by Westberg. And now they're going forward here. TFC to get their chance 3 minutes in. Their first run of the game. Jaden Nelson with a long, long run. He's still onside, but the only man in a white shirt. Plays two. DeAndre Kerr, who just scored a goal last week. His second MLS goal. Scored one against New York as well. Hello, Eric. How we doing? Saludos. Saludos, Brazil. Salcedo plays forward. So you don't care who loses. Do you see a Forge jersey over there? Like the Liverpool-Real Madrid match? No, I care. It's a final that doesn't really mean anything besides bragging rights, but I care. I care. Trust me. I care. Toronto hadn't won a true trophy since 2018 because the Eastern Conference Championship doesn't count to MLS. Over the top. Io Akinola, right to Tristan Henry. Rolls the ball out. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get this one going. So I care. That's ninth. Okay. Plays forward. Forge attacking in the fourth minute of this match. Forge. I'd say it's been even pretty much. Toronto hasn't been dominated by Forge. The first time these two teams have ever played. And for now will be the only time. Going forward. Nice by Cozy Thompson to keep that. For TFC. Too many pop-ups and those your phone has just been hacked pop-ups. Just listen on the stream. Yeah, that works for me. I'm not going to steer you wrong. Now that I got it. Lucas McNaughton, free kick. Plays to Westberg. Oh, that curler wasn't nice. Manchester United Cam just became a free agent. He was their starter. Who you rooting for, Ryan? You like Forge, but you follow Toronto and MLS. Toronto. Toronto's first. I've been a Toronto fan longer than I have been a Forge fan. Forge just started in 2019, but I was a fan since they started as well. But Toronto, they're first. It's like, say I see a friendly between Toronto and a European team. Say we play Chelsea or Liverpool. I know our chances are slim, but I'm rooting for Toronto. And I'm not happy if we lose. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Free kick for Forge. That's what these streams are supposed to be. Most of the time. Forge. Tristan Borges to take the free kick. Kyle Becker also lined up there. We have a wall. Westberg off his line just a little bit. Will it be Borges or Becker? 6th minute. Down the middle. Can they curl it in? Looks like it's going to be Becker, the captain. Former Toronto FC man. No, it's Borges. Borges! Saved by Westberg. That's out. No, it stays in just barely. That's a cross. Thought that was about to be a corner. And Forge, still with Forge at the top of the box. Toronto can't get it clear, but it does go to Michael Bradley. Now to Nelson. Nelson. And he tackles Becker, but Becker does not lose the ball. Chouanier. David Chouanier. Plays on. It's on Becker. Kyle Becker. To Hajabrapur. Hajabrapur passes back to Owolabi. Alexander Akinyoti Janssen. Forward. Round midfield. Still with Forge. The home team. Cross into the box. Cleared away by Cozy Thompson. Good clearance. But still with Forge. Just outside of the box. Ashton Morgan. Former Toronto FC man. Crosses into the box. It's Borges. Morgan! Shot! Saved by Westberg. It will be cleared. That'll be a goal kick. Oh, God, Toronto. Yep, they're doing it again. What's up? What up, man? Goal kick for Westberg. 8th minute. They almost did it. They almost offside. Morgan was offside, but he did take a good shot there. Good shot there by Ashton Morgan. You know he wanted that. You know Ashton wanted that. And that's going to be given away. DeAndre Kerr tried to keep that. Akinola tries to get to the ball. Doesn't. Back to Tristan Henry. Sounds like Toronto are doing terrible. As far as since you came in, yeah. I mean, it's better than Halifax, but it's not really that great. Forge are looking like their old selves again. I don't like this. I don't like this. Of course, let it be. Yep, Buff Streams. That's how I got it. Buffstream.1. Told that to everybody who needs streams for something. 9th minute. Forge. Becker. Over the top. Taron Campbell heads it down. Be a shot. Over the bar. Over the bar shot. ONE. Buffstreams.one or buffstream.one. Should show up under Canada CSL. Borges puts it over the bar. It's not normal. Cross into the box. Saved by Westberg. Headed away by McNaughton. Had that happen before. Plays on. Still with Forge. They're still dominating possession here. I'm wearing a black Canadiens hat. Okay, cool. That's out for a goal kick for TFC. Sissoko cannot keep that in. I don't think TFC is going to do what Montreal did to Forge. I can tell you that much right now. John Carlos, how much did you bet on Toronto going over? Or was it just Toronto money line? What did you bet? Because I can tell you if you're screwed. Like if it was Toronto money line, you'll be fine. Toronto outright, you could be fine. I think, in the end. If you bet on Toronto over, no. Under, yeah, maybe. Toronto and under, maybe. Over, no. That ain't happening. Montreal, though, they would have. Yeah, Toronto's not going to treat Forge like Montreal did. I can tell you that much. Money line. Okay, you're fine then. I think in the end, Toronto still holds on and gets it done. They put out a better 11 than they did against Halifax, so they have them for the whole time. Should do something. Jimenez for the whole match? Mostly. Probably. Achara will probably replace him at some point. Or Akinola. But what is this? Canadian Championship final that wasn't played in 2020. The 2020 Canadian Championship final that took 2 years to be played. We're in the time machine of it's the 2022 squads playing a 2020 final. Forge's squad isn't that different. Toronto's, though, everybody who got to that final was shit-canned over the offseason last year. Except Oso, but he got hurt, so even then. Pozuelo's still there, but that's about it. I tried to click the match, but it's eternal pop-ups. Forge versus Toronto FC. Lamau. Thank COVID. and Justin Trudeau. And Justin Trudeau. Being Justin Trudeau. Canadians will pick Shane Wright, bro. I saw some Devils are thinking about trading the 2 pick to us. They're giving us Magic Beans under their new ownership, you idiots. I mean, every draft picks Magic Beans, unless it's Austin Matthews. Even Jack Eichel was Magic Beans, except it looks like he's actually panning out in Vegas. Cozy Thompson plays forward. Michael Bradley. TFC starting to get back on possession. Over the top, it's Pozuelo! And it doesn't, no, it does fall for him. And it gets back to Tristan Henry. It bounces a little bit too much. I thought Pozuelo had an open run. I thought he was in. I thought he was in clean. Not a hat flick. It wasn't that bad. Bradley, it wasn't that bad to where I could say hat flick. Come on, boys. Win this game for Lorenzo Insigne on his birthday. Lore. That was bad. That went badly. 13th minute. 0-0. 0-0. That went bad. Tongue twisted. I just got tongue twisted. But yes, it is Lorenzo Insigne's birthday. Yes. Lovely. 31 years old. Yeah. He's 31, yeah. Lorenzo Insigne. Of course he's not playing because he doesn't come in until July, but he's watching. He's watched every match this season. And he's still not against the cause. That's what I love to see. Or at least as far as we know. Probably his thoughts are private. Pozuelo with a free kick on the top of the circle, half circle of the box. Pozuelo to take, especially with Jeff Gorton's track record with very good first-round picks. Yeah, don't do that. And here we go. Pozuelo to take. Can Pozuelo chip the free kick? It's off the wall. Petrasso crosses into the box. Plays in. Oh, past the post. McNaughton nods it past. Nods it past. Just barely. Lucas McNaughton. He was onside. He nods it past the post. Win this game, TFC, for my late mom. My grandpa was born in the Hammer, then moved to the Durham region. It would mean a lot. Nice. Yes. Do it. Do it for Graham's mama. Let's go, TFC. And Lorenzo Insigne's birthday. You got a lot of people who want this. Oh, wow. Last time Lucas McNaught was in a final at Tim Hortons Field, he won with Pacific, the 2021 Canadian Premier League final. And also, Alessandro, Hojabapur. Yeah. What's your prediction and which channel can I watch this game? My prediction, Toronto, 2-1. They're about to give away the one. Cross in, saved by Westberg. Good shot there by Chouanier, but just not enough. 15th minute. I say Toronto still wins, though, in 90 minutes. They had a good run there. I think this is better than the Halifax game. I think it is so far. I think it's better. No UK channel, but you could look up buffstreams.1, ONE after the dot. Under Canada CSL, you'll find the stream. It's only on One Soccer and Fox Soccer Plus if you ain't doing the streaming. It's not even on BT Sport like some of the other Can Champ matches this year. But I don't know if they actually had a 2020 connection to CPL. So, to me, I can understand why they didn't. Maybe they're just honoring the old agreements because this is a 2020 game, technically. Nelson still gets beaten by Hojabapur, but Nelson can play through to Bradley. Bradley shot over the bar. Michael Bradley over the bar. Pretty good. I didn't expect that out of Bradley. That was a good shot, I have to say. You could hate. That was a good shot. I thought that was a good shot by Bradley. Just barely over the bar. I liked it. I thought that was good. MB4. Why has he been so good recently? Like, seriously, Michael Bradley has been pretty damn good recently. That's a throw-in for TFC, I think. Compared to, I mean, maybe it's just compared to everybody else. Maybe it's because he puts in good shifts. He always tries to put in good shifts. Are you going to watch the USA-Uruguay game tomorrow? No, because Canada plays Panama. So you know where I'm going with this. And it sounds like it's going to be on FS2, Canada versus Panama. That's what Thought Mom said. I don't know to believe it or not, but so seriously, FS2 puts on a short notice Canada game on FS2. Probably they already had that spot for the Iran game. It's because they can build around him and his dad watching him. His watching must impress. Makes sense. It's the best Michael Bradley's played in 2 years. Like, it's like he's got rejuvenated, which is a good thing. I'm not complaining about it. DeAndre Kerr to Nelson. In through to Petrasso. Petrasso. Far out to the wing. Chips it back. Nelson. Up the pitch. Too far in. Too close. Kyle Becker. Former Toronto FC man. What's your favorite snack? Chips. Just wish I had a bag of my favorite chips because that would be better than. But I don't. My most ever favorite chips. But I do not because I haven't found them in a while. I need to go to that Circle K where I normally find them. I do. 19th minute. Forge playing forward here. Akinyoti Jans. Just chips in general. Especially my favorite type. But Chouanier. Penalty. Penalty for Forge. Chouanier gets a penalty. How many former TFC players on Hamilton? Welshman, Becker, Morgan. Babuli used to be there, but he's not there now. Yeah, 3. And that is a foul. Yep, that's a penalty. Petrasso chips him. Checks him down. 19th minute. Ford gets a penalty here. David Chouanier earns the penalty. Yellow card for Petrasso. Toronto downfall right now. Wow, man, I put hundreds on TFC. Borges to take the penalty. It's Westberg versus Borges. At least Westberg could save penalties, so we'll see what happens here. 20th minute, Borges versus Westberg. Please, Quentin. Borges with his run up and off the bar! Off the bar! Off the bar! Borges missed! Borges missed! Borges missed! Borges missed! Penalties are like the nightmare, especially in your home stadium. Borges off the crossbar. He went to Qatar, Babuli, like in the winter. Babuli went to Qatar. Let's go. Off the crossbar, Borges. Borges, the moment was too big. He puts it off the crossbar. Ball don't lie. Ball don't lie. I'll take it. Another Bradley Jr. No, he didn't put it into space. Come on now. He didn't put it into space. That's more like Oso Jr. Oh, yeah, I didn't forget. He missed a penalty, too, in that CCL final. Off the crossbar. I didn't forget. I'll never forget. Petrasso got a yellow in that situation. Headed away from Akinola. And too much of a run. Luckily, Petrasso didn't get... I mean, it was a soft cut down, but it was a penalty. But in the end, doesn't matter. They missed. Petrasso in the 20th, or Borges in the 20th. Babuli was my favorite Forge man. Toronto got lucky, I guess. Probably. Yes, they did. But at this point, we just have to ride our luck until Insigne gets there. We just have to ride our luck. I would hate for luck to be in a one-game cup match, but that's just me, right? I'd rather be in MLS. But the fact that Toronto is not handling Forge like Montreal did scares me for later this month. Was it a million-step run-up for a penalty? It was a slow run-up. It wasn't stutter step. It's like he walked up to the ball. That's how fast he was. Like he did a brisk walk. A brisk walk to the ball is what it looked like to me. Probably that's why he missed. Like a freaking march, pretty much. He barely even broke a run. He barely even broke a run. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Well, 22nd minute. I don't even think I've seen that before. Chip. Get it out. Don't let it. Clear. McNaughton. Out. Still with Forge. Nice clearance by McNaughton. But Forge is taking a good run here. That's out for a goal kick for Westberg. Yes. Quentin Westberg. I hate Joseph Martinez's run-up for PKs. Do we think contracts are being worked so reinforcements come immediately, or are we using the transfer window and using a slow approach? Well, Bill Manning has said, and I'm going off his words, they have new players coming in the summer. So I think that these are being worked out. They just weren't as either big-named as Lorenzo Insigne, or they have a little bit left to do, but it should be on the mark. Quick. The way Bill Manning had it put, it didn't sound like we really have to wait long. Maybe a week or two for most of these players. If at worst. But the way he sounded, it's what I heard. He wouldn't say we have three, four more players coming in the summer if they didn't have the idea of who it was. I don't think Bill Manning would lie like that. Now, is he that good of a football president of a football club? No, he's not. Do I trust Bill a little bit enough to not want him completely out? Yes. If he screws up here, do I want him out? Yes. But as long as Bob Bradley has his hands on most of things, I'm not completely worried about it. I mean, Ali Curtis was Bill Manning's pick, right? So you got to blame that as well. Bradley versus Campbell. Cross in. Gives me optimism. Let's hope I'm not letting my guard down. I mean, I don't think I've let my guard down. I probably did before the season, though. Felipe Mora, when he's fully back, well, Timbers will be average to way above average. We'll start scoring goals. Hey, you know what? Let's hope that both Toronto and Portland heat up and we meet in MLS Cup. I want to face the other Cascadia team for once. Now, if we beat you, I'm not sorry, okay? But I'd like to face the other Cascadia team for once instead of Seattle, because God knows it's normally a Cascadia team in the MLS Cup final. I don't want another Toronto-Seattle match. Like, watching them win the CCL was enough. Before us was enough. I don't need them to take away another MLS Cup from us and then hold both of that over us. I don't need it. I'm sorry. And that's a yellow card for Alexander Akinyoti Janssen. There'll be a free kick, 25th minute. I would too. I at least would watch on TV. I don't know if I'd go to Portland. But if I do, be nice to see you. See you and Rocky. If I went. Probably not, though. '26th minute. Cross in. Petrasso. Header. Saved by Henry. Another header by McNaughton. Got the two best chances for TFC today, Lucas McNaughton. Two headers. I mean, McNaughton's been playing well. I honestly think, I don't know why, but I think I'm going to say it. I think McNaughton is slightly better than Salcedo. Cozy Thompson with a throw in here. And I will also say this. I think the best pairing at center back for TFC right now is McNaughton-Salcedo, if you have to go with something. It's not McNaughton-O'Neal, Chris Mavinga. He's having another one of those injury-prone years. I love Chris, but I don't know about Mavinga. I don't think he's absolutely rock solid anymore. For me, I think McNaughton is getting into that role. I really do. I have a lot of faith in Lucas McNaughton. I think he's becoming that role, so to speak. I love Ivicic's fire in his belly. He looks ready to go. Nice. Is Portland playing today? Because I know some teams are, I think there's an MLS match also being played today, and I think it's Vancouver somehow. Why are we doing that? I can't speak. Toronto's playing a freaking cup final on a freaking international break. But to be a number one, nice. I know Vancouver's playing a match today. That's going to be a free kick for Forge. Jesus Jimenez called for the foul. No, we're on break. Okay. Vancouver's playing somebody then. Was it RSL? Great for us. Vancouver versus RSL. Okay. That game's going to suck. I think they just don't want people to watch it. That's probably why they hit it on international break. Vancouver versus RSL. Suriname versus Jamaica. What's going on there, by the way? Anybody checking that score? Jamaica should beat Suriname. Nice there by Pozuelo. Pozuelo chips over, and that's headed away. Nice header there by Ashton Morgan to keep that out of the path of Io Akinola. 0-0 still. Okay. 29th minute. Around the same minute as TFC, probably. Bradley. I mean, TFC hasn't played horribly. This isn't like Halifax. I'd say Halifax was worse. Io headed over the bar. That was blocked away by Ashton Morgan. Does not get on the head of Io Akinola. 29th minute. All games goalless as a current. Okay. Why does Ashton Morgan have a giant Band-Aid on his elbow? That happened in this match, or has he had it on the whole time? I mean, Ashton Morgan, knowing how he plays, I'm not shocked, though. Tough footballer. Crossed in. It would have been nice to still have him now with the fact we have no outside backs, but what do I know? Would have been nice to have him for at least the first half of the season, the way Ashton Morgan plays. But no, they got rid of him. Salcedo. Crossed in. Salcedo to cross in. Crosses into the box. Right to Henry. Into the hands of Tristan Henry. This thing's starting to buffer, damn it. Just hopefully he gets to halftime, and then I can deal with it, then we'll be good there. But seriously, though, Ashton Morgan, if he was still at TFC, I think he probably makes that back line better. Sorry, Rebel was at the mall. You didn't miss anything. You didn't miss anything. 30th minute. I was always a big fan of Ashton Morgan. Still I am. Good footballer. Tough, just a tough footballer. What's the score? 0-0 between both teams. 0-0. Almost 1-0, but Tristan Borges put a penalty straight into the freaking crossbar. Like, did the moment get too big for him? Maybe. I thought Tristan Borges from 2019 slots that. I don't care if Westberg or Bono's in goal. Oh, shit. Michael! Becker! Goal kick for Westberg. Becker puts that over. You know Becker wants a goal here. You know it. Of course, he was drafted by Toronto FC. Played there for 3 seasons. 13, 14, 15. I remember him wearing the MLS Cup 1 kit. Then he went to Montreal. Then he went to North Carolina. Then somewhere in between there in Forge. He played on both sides of the rivalry. So he could have also really wanted to go against Forge. Did that, or Montreal, did that go his way? No, it did not. I think, though, he's probably more pissed at Toronto if it's his thoughts. Probably. No. Because we kind of screwed him over. We drafted him and then got rid of him and didn't really try with him, except for 2013. Oh, we did for 2013. After that, I think Ryan Nelson really liked Becker. That's what I think. Vanny, oh no. Vanny, no. That's what I think, though. I think Nelson liked. I think, but he really did fit Nelson's thing, though. Tactics, he did. I mean, we didn't have much, but still. Jaden Nelson, Io Akinola, plays in straight to Tristan Henry. You know what's funny, though? I don't think Ryan Nelson will ever manage again. It's funny, like Toronto FC was his first managing job, hasn't managed since. Is it because I don't think he was, compared to everybody else, I don't think he was that bad. I mean, besides Vanny, but compared to everybody else, I don't think he was that bad. He wasn't bad. He wasn't bad compared to Aaron Venter. He wasn't bad compared to Armis. Perez, I don't know. I think Perez may have been slightly better. Javier Perez was slightly better in my eyes. For what he was doing, I think so. Bob Bradley, jury's out. 33rd minute. See, we're going down the rabbit hole, aren't we? Michael Bradley. Go get the ball, damn it. Nice play here. Nelson plays it to Pozuelo. Pozuelo at the top of the box. Has nowhere to shoot, but Cozy Thompson gets the ball crossed into him. Plays down. Shot over the bar by Petrasso. Toronto's playing well. You could arguably say they should be 1-0 up. I'm not mad about this one. It's close, but it's not like Halifax where it's like they had no shot for the first half, and then they get scored on, and then scrape it away. This is better. This isn't bad. This isn't bad at all. You need better form to beat Red Bulls or Montreal, but we'll deal with that when we get there after the break. This isn't bad. People saying Insigne can't save Toronto. I mean, it depends. I don't think Toronto, they may not be wrong. It could go that way. It could go either way, frankly. Toronto could either be great with him. Yeah, they need other pieces. That's the thing. But if we get those pieces in the summer, as Bill Manning has been saying, I think we're good. Luxalt, I don't think we need another striker. I think Jimenez and Akinola are good enough. I would rather have them than Belotti or Destro. I don't think Belotti and Destro are that good. Now, if you went and got Scamacca, so to speak, from Sassuolo, now there's a guy that I know it won't happen, but that's like something I'd be good with. But Jimenez and Akinola are better than Belotti. They're better than Belotti or Destro right now. That's a throw-in for TFC. So I'm going to stick with Jimenez and Io and Achara in that case. We need an outside back, Luxalt. I'd say we need another midfielder just in case Oso gets hurt or Bradley gets hurt. We need at least one of them in the midfield to be freaking. Would I bring a guy like Agarakeche back? We cannot put all the pressure on him or he will not be able to perform well. It depends on who the reinforcements are. Oh, and by the way, Insigne flies over to Toronto the day before the Canadian Championship semifinals. So guess what you're probably going to see? Lorenzo Insigne in the press box during the Canadian Championship semifinal. That's either going to mean we embarrass Montreal or we get embarrassed. I have nothing in between. Plays through. It's a derby though, so I mean, if anything can happen, it wouldn't be crazy. Bradley crosses in. Nelson shot, blocked off. I think that went off an arm. That's out for a TFC throw. Toronto's trash against Forge. Maybe not winning the Canadian Championship. We just have to survive against Montreal, frankly. Which probably means we're getting embarrassed in front of Insigne, aren't we? And BMO, no less. God knows that's how it's going to go because Lorenzo Insigne is going to be at BMO Field for the Canadian Championship semifinal. Said he's flying here on the 21st, flying to Toronto on the 21st. So we'll be there in the press box, probably watching the match. He's watched every match, so why not be there? That's going to be a goal kick, 38th minute. So either we get embarrassed or we embarrassed Montreal. There's no in between. It's not going to be a 1-0 win either way. We get embarrassed in front of them or we embarrass Montreal, our hated rivals, in front of them. No other way. At home, no less. You're going to wish the 2019 and 2021 finals were like how the game was by the time we're done. Well, if we lose. If we win, I guess not. Trust me, I know this team well enough. I think we all know what's happening. Cross into the box. Header. Cleared. Pozuelo. Cleared the damn ball. Alejandro, just clear it. And no, he didn't. Saved by Westberg, and he picks it up. There's been some moments, though. I don't think we're horrible compared to the Halifax game. I'm not completely. The Halifax game was worse. Like, that was shit. All right? The Chicago game was better. This is better. They're doing enough. See what happens against Red Bulls. It's in Red Bull Arena. We should win, ironically enough. But McNaughton. Then we have Montreal. But maybe a 14-day break, a 2-week break is good enough for this team. Still 0-0. 39th minute. Plays forward. Nelson, and it's given away. Bradley gets up there. I don't know if it's because my screen's moving slow, but Bradley moving slow. Slower than normal, frankly. Nelson, in through. Crosses away. Forge. I mean, you nearly lost to Halifax, but you won 2-1, the worst 2-1 I saw. And now you're struggling against Forge. I think it's 3-1 Forge. I don't think that's going to happen. TFC going forward. Nelson. Down the wing. Jaden Nelson. Plays it into Pozuelo, but it looks like Becker will get there first. No, Pozuelo still at his feet. Still with Pozuelo. Pozuelo chips into the box. Tries to get it to Akinola. That'll be a goal kick for Henry. 40th minute of football. Nice. Jamaica up 1 at half, 1-0. Nice. I'm just going to probably stay for the second half. Okay. Yeah. Westberg with a goal kick. Plays it forward. 41st minute, 0-0. TFC, it's 0-0, as they should. I told you Jamaica should be beating Suriname. They did it the Gold Cup. It's kind of like Honduras versus Curacao. We knew what was probably going to happen, but speaking of it, while I'm at it, I do not want 3 straight days of hat flicks. Let's not do this, TFC. What if Forge screws up badly? In this case, I do not care. I do not need hat flicks for a third straight day. That is hell to do those videos. Find the highlights, pick up the F-ups, and then just troll them mercilessly. 1-0 Vancouver Veselinovic. I'm shocked. Then again, RSL started off hot. Then since we drew them, they've been shit. Huh. Seriously, that's been the case. What, did we do it? Did we make them look like shit? Or is everybody just waking up? 42nd minute. Pozuelo chips in. Jimenez and Nelson does not get to the ball. It's Morgan. Ashton Morgan. Oh, by the way, after 90, straight to pens. I don't like the way that sounds. Is that what it's going to be? Bentley Mega Chippy. Yeah, I know about it, but you know what a better version is? Scotland not in the World Cup. 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 I'll send you that one. Don't worry, I got you. I'll send you that one. That's stuck in my head. Vancouver winning. Lamau, what? Isn't tomorrow Wales versus Ukraine, by the way? Like, part of me wants to see Gareth Bale at a World Cup, and part of me wants to see Ukraine get there. That's what I see. Bentley Mega Chippy. I blocked all sounds with it. It's yeah, because it gets stuck in your head. I don't blame you. 43rd minute. I think that version sucks, but the Scotland version is hilarious. Probably because of the video, like the manager of Ukraine celebrating after they scored the third goal. English fans don't like Scotland. I'll tell you that much. They don't like Scotland. 11 a.m. Ukraine final. I may be up for it, but I ain't doing no video for it. More likely, I'm probably taking a bath. Once I get out of the bath, I'll probably see the scoreline. More likely. And then later this month, you have Costa Rica versus New Zealand. I think Costa Rica still wins that. 44th minute. Forge has the ball, playing forward. This thing's really chippy. Stream is mega chippy. Yep. That being said, still 0-0 in the 44th minute as far as I know. This stream sucks. Sometimes. Hope everyone supports Ukraine. Tomorrow is crying due to Bale masterclass. It's halftime is what they say. Still 0-0 is what it looks. Probably. MLS says halftime. Nil is what it looks like. 0-0. At halftime is what MLS is saying. I wish Fought Mob was up. It's a lot better in this case. Yes, halftime. Okay, so it's halftime. 0-0 between both sides. Not great of a half, but it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. It was good. Toronto, I think, is the slightly, I'd say it's half and half, tell you the truth. Both teams are half and half. Toronto looks slightly like, I think they have their moments, but we'll see what happens. And of course, once we get to the second half, if it's tied after 90, we go to pens. Fun. All right, so we'll take a short break, be back with the stats of the half, and then we'll talk about it. We'll shoot the breeze and deal with the second half. Sounds good to me. Sit tight. for the stats at the half. 45% possession to 55% possession, 8 shots to 6, 4 shots on goal to 2, 1 block shot to 2, 209 total passes to 261, 86% pass accuracy to 85, 1 corner to 1, 8 crosses to 5, 1 offside to 1, 21 duels 1 to 19, 5 tackles 1 to 7, 2 saves to 4, 5 clearances to 5, 5 fouls to 5, 1 yellow card to 2, no red cards on either side. I'd say TFC, slightly better team. Just slightly, like this much. Like a nose hair better of a team today. Both teams have had their moments, but I think Toronto has dictated the pace. Toronto's defense does not look good by any stretch of the imagination, but again, that's pretty much the whole story for the whole season. But this is better than the last time they played a Canadian Championship match against Halifax. So they've gotten better. They learned to play a better 11, a stronger 11, a better team over the match. And I am okay with today. I'm okay with today. It's not totally great, but it's better than last time. And honestly, it's also probably better than Chicago, to tell you the truth. Now, could that easily be because they're playing a Canadian Premier League team? Most likely. But I would say that I believe Toronto is slightly better. They've carried the momentum of this game, the pace of the game. Other than that, I'm not completely Morocco, my ass. But I think Toronto's slightly been better, just a bit, to where the game hasn't been out of their reach. And if they win, it's a scrappy win, even if it is on penalties. But Morocco, my ass. Let's see what we got here. When was it? It was a bit before. Here we go. We got Senegal, Tunisia, Morocco, Cameroon, and Ghana. Honestly, I got Senegal. Seems like the easiest group out of them all. For all the African teams. Tunisia has France and Denmark to deal with. Morocco has Canada, Belgium, and Croatia to deal with. Cameroon has Brazil, Switzerland, and Serbia to deal with. And Ghana has Portugal and Uruguay to deal with. It's got to be Senegal. They have the easiest group. Qatar, Ecuador, and Netherlands. And honestly, they could easily pip 2 of those. They could easily pip Qatar, and they could easily pip Ecuador. Netherlands, probably not. Netherlands probably tops that group. But do I think Senegal does it? No. I think Qatar gets ref-balled through. But the most obvious move would probably be Senegal out of the 5. I guess Morocco was the second best chance. Maybe Ghana. Maybe Ghana. What up, Celador? Yeah, I heard. Netherlands and Ecuador might make it out. Thank you. Ready for the second half, getting close. Senegal is the strongest team, but even they will not make it out. but they're the strongest team. Morocco, Portugal, and Croatia all got butt blasted over their last couple of games. Canada, honestly, as long as they handle Panama, they should look like the best, not the best team in that group, but look like they have a chance to get out. Croatia, butt blasted. Belgium, butt blasted. I couldn't believe it. What happened to England, Ryan? I don't know. They lost. I didn't see the match. I couldn't tell you. All I know is they lost because I saw the score line. But I'm happy to see it. I'm happy to see it. Happy to see it. They look lackluster. Good. It's Gareth Southgate. He's a fraud. He's a fraud. I've been saying this. But Greg Berhalter is just as much of a fraud. That match is going to be a draw. Trust me. I'm calling it now. 1-1 draw. U.S. ain't beating England. It's too bad that I can't watch this. I wish Toronto was on FS1 and FS2. You know what's funny? The Canada match tomorrow on short notice is on FS2, is what FOTMob said. But this isn't. And we've known about this for months. And you have the rights to the Canadian Championship. You put Halifax on FS2, but not this? Stupid. But good thing I have Buffstream.1. Buffstream.1. If I can't find it on TV and I don't have Fubo yet, I got this. Works for me. Does it give me some fits? Yes. Do I give a shit? No, I watch it. And I don't have to bullshit what I hear. I don't have to bullshit what I hear like that Chicago match. And you don't have one soccer, I guess. Are you excited about 2022 Leagues Cup? I'm really hyped about it. Well, if you talk about the showcase, which is basically what replaced it, the Leagues Cup competition is not being played. They're playing 2 showcase matches on the same day. LAFC versus Medica and LA Galaxy versus Chivas. But I'm excited about those matches. I'll cover them both. I think those will be some very good football matches. Now, on the other hand, then you have Campeones Cup, New York and Atlas. I think that'll also be a very good match. And I'll cover too. Jacob Schaffelberg is on. Is that a good idea? Hey. FS2 had a Nations League game at 2:45, and this came on at 6. Campeones Cup is going to happen, yes. And Atlas is already in. Bicampeonato. So even if Cruz Azul were to beat Atlas in the Campeón de Campeones friendly, they would know it's stupid to let Cruz Azul play that game. So Atlas is already in for winning Bicampeonato because they got the trophy itself. Nelson for Schaffelberg. Comes TFC. Second half. They've kicked off. So both will happen. And at Yankee Stadium, of course. Oh, that's going to be funny. That's going to be enjoyable, though. Like, I don't know how Atlas is going to react to that. But isn't it funny that, who knows, maybe New York makes Champions League again, some way, shape, or form. And then Atlas, when they play them in CCL, they have to play at Rentschler Field or Red Bull and not Yankee Stadium. So, but I know they can play these Leagues Cup games at Yankee Stadium because they've done it before with the Leagues Cup or the Campeones Cup. They did it with Pumas. They played at Yankee Stadium. So I know they could do that. Or Citi Field if need be. Here comes Schaffelberg, 46th minute. Schaffelberg. And he's pushed off the ball. He just runs off of it. Who would you bet on if you were gambling with money? Club Atlas or NYCFC? NYCFC is hot right now, but I don't know how good they'll be in 2 months. Atlas, it depends on what happens in the summer. If they get refuerzos, if they get the players to reinforcements. Not bad. Pozuelo with a corner kick. He takes it, crosses in. Saved by Henry. Bye, Ryan. See you later. Going to play my hockey game. Nice. For me, a one-off match. In Yankee Stadium, though, if NYCFC is still hot like they are, I'm going NYCFC. Because it's their stadium. It's that small pitch, that bowling alley. Atlas doesn't know how to handle that. New York's going to really want Campeones Cup out of both teams. I would go with New York. I'd go with the New York money line. I wouldn't go over or under. I'd probably go both teams to score, but I'm not. In that game, I'm going New York and both teams to score, but New York. Are you sure the 2022 Campeones Cup will be in Yankee Stadium? Yes, it is. I'm sure. They played Leagues Cup there. Only CCL is the one they can't play there, which is kind of stupid considering. So Mexican teams are fine playing in Yankee Stadium, but CONCACAF won't allow it. It's kind of weird, but But it is kind of weird once you think about it. But when it comes to MLS running these double competitions, these interleague competitions, in through Akinola, and that's going to fall. And Henry gets in the way of it. I saw Gareth Bale on ABC receiving a certificate. For what? ABC as in American Broadcasting Corporation? Good Morning America ABC? Or Australian or the Australian ABC? Which one? David Choinier going through. Facing Salcedo. That's not good. 49th minute. Interesting. I know he's leaving Madrid. Astros lose 6-0 to the Kansas City Royals. For shame. For shame. For shame. Yeah, for shame. Place forward. Ryan, I know you're a huge fan of Toronto. Are you getting ready for Toronto to have 2 Canadian Championship titles in the same year? I've been ready. I don't know if they'll do it, though, knowing the way they're playing. Do they play Montreal as well as they should? Salcedo's up the pitch that high. Why does he do this? 49th minute. I would love to see it. It would be funny. And within 2 months, we lift 2 Canadian Championship titles. We go back to CCL and hopefully win it. Since Seattle already beat us to the punch. God knows I'm not shocked about that. They always beat us to the punch. First team to ever beat a Mexican team out of MLS. Seattle. Second, Toronto. Second, Toronto. Well, no. Montreal actually did it second, but we did it third. But Seattle did it first is the point. Cross in, cleared by Bradley, corner. Team to win MLS Cup. Seattle, then Toronto. Toronto made the CCL final first. We still lost. It looks like there's a ceremony at Buckingham Palace. Oh, yeah. The Platinum Jubilee for Queen Elizabeth, yeah. 2 corners each. Becker to take. Yeah, the Platinum Jubilee. That I couldn't give half a shit about. I'm anti-monarchy. As almost everybody is. I don't think I know anybody who's actually pro-monarchy. I think everybody I know is anti-monarchy. Pozuelo. Sadly enough, that it was probably because of Harry and Meghan. That's why people are anti-monarchy. When people just forget about what they did to Princess Diana. Queen Elizabeth rules the Belize. L. To this day, I still don't know how Montreal will eliminate Club Pachuca in the 2015 Champions League. Cameron Porter. I still can't believe they did that either. I was sick to my stomach. And then Alajuelense, I was hoping they would win. I knew they were in a CCL final 10 years ago. I'm like, come on, Alajuelense. They didn't. I was sick to my stomach. And then Club America ripped Montreal's heads off at Stade Olympique. And that was hilarious. That was hilarious. So I've rooted for Club America before. There's been moments. So when I root for them against Man City, it's not wrong. Yeah. I'm pro sports and pro not giving a F about politics and things not sports related. You have a point. 52nd minute, 0-0. If this goes to 90 without a winner, it goes to penalties. Plays through Schaffelberg. Schaffelberg plays into Jimenez. Jimenez, and that's out for a corner kick. Toronto's getting close. I just hope we don't lose on penalties. But then again, the time Forge played, Forge has never won in penalties either. They lost to Arcailles. They lost to Montreal. We have better players. We should win on penalties. Just brute force win on penalties. It would feel good, but I don't want to see it. I'll probably have a heart attack. Joking. Hopefully. What happened to Mexico? Tata Martino. That's what. El Gordo Tata Martino. That's what happened. Man, those hat flicks were hilarious. It was genius. Petrasso. Why did Schaffelberg play it all the way back? Pozuelo. They got Ryan's hat flicks. Remember what happened a few weeks after Porter basically broke his own leg off and Montreal needed him against Club America? Yes, and that was sad. I felt sorry for Cameron Porter. That was sad. That hurt. I even hate Montreal, but that was sad. That was just sad when Cameron Porter did that. That was sad. That hurt to watch. That hurt to watch. Like, that was like Joe Theismann type level of Joe Theismann type shit. I never thought that could happen in association football. That wasn't great. That wasn't. Like, that was one of the worst injuries I've ever seen. Like, it was even worse than Dak Prescott. The ankle. And I didn't like watching that either. And I actually have good feelings toward Dak Prescott because Mississippi State, right? He made him relevant. I don't like the Cowboys. I'm just a Dak fan, by the way. Yep. I wasn't entertained because I didn't want to see Montreal win. But that was a great goal. That was a great goal. Even I can admit that. I can admit that. I'm like, what are you doing? Callum Malice to Cameron Porter. Io Akinola. In through. Play the ball forward. You have room. Foul, free kick, 55th minute. I expected Raul to make goal every day of the week. Raul Jimenez. Yeah, but he didn't. Like, I could have put that on frame. And I've only played pickup. I only play pickup every so often, and I could have probably put that on frame. Owolabi gets a yellow card here. I could have probably put that on frame. I think so, at least. Jesus Jimenez. I don't know if I would have scored from that angle, but I at least would have put it on frame. Closer than Raul Jimenez put it. You know who the better Jimenez is? Jesus Jimenez, number 9. Damn it, that was your cue. Was in through. Jesus Jimenez was in through. That was your cue, damn it. One of my favorite parts of your videos is how you keep lamenting the fact Toronto got rid of Fry. Obviously, Fry went to Sounders, and look what happened to his career. Every Toronto fan does that. We have Alex Bono and Quentin Westberg. Westberg, who's okay, but he's getting older, and then Bono, who's Alex Bono. And then Stephen Fry's doing what he's doing, and he stopped us from winning an MLS Cup. He beat us to the punch on CCL. It's like we deserve what's happening. Great. He wasn't that good in Toronto, though. But, of course, as soon as he plays Toronto in a big match, he becomes a star. He becomes a monster. Chouanier, 56th minute, OMG. Don't tell me I'm behind. Plays forward. Ooh, that's a foul. Free kick. OMG, OMG. But it is, every Toronto fan says that about Stefan Fry. Pozuelo. Cleared. Schaffelberg. Akinola. Jesus Jimenez. Goal! Toronto FC! Jesus! It was Alejandro Pozuelo, actually. Alejandro Pozuelo! Banger! Again! 2020 final. Alejandro Pozuelo! Golazo! I guess Jesus brought it in. No, Pozuelo got up. That's Pozuelo. They kind of look, they're both Spanish with black hair. Yeah, that makes sense. Pozuelo with a banger into the top corner. Pass the hand to Henry. That'll do that. Oh, Alejandro Pozuelo. Another banger. Did he just win them the Canadian Championship of 2020? I think maybe. Pozuelo Tronco no more. He's back, baby. He's back. 58th minute. He's back. Tronco no more. He's home. The old Pozuelo is back. 2 bangers in 2 weeks. 3 goals in 2 games. Eat shit, everybody. He's back. No, that's the 2022 final. Toronto already got the 2021 spot out of what they would have got from this final. The reason Forge is hosting is they took hosting for Toronto getting the 2021 CCL spot. So really, this is just bragging rights between both teams in a local derby-ish. Corner, 58th minute. I had a good time watching Clint Irwin when he was with Toronto. I thought Clint Irwin was shit, frankly. Goal for Forge. Ah, shit. 58th minute. Ball crossed in. Let's see what I'm seeing or what he saw. Rama plays back. How far back am I? It was like a minute, so it probably isn't about 50. Plays through. Shot in. Shot. Yep. Borges. Shot. Goal. Tristan Borges. Easy as you like. That's a banger. It's 1-1. 59th. Tristan Borges. 1-1. What a banger from Tristan Borges. Rio Ferdinand received his award as well. Ryan and Hamilton is performing. Over the top, and Borges just puts it into the side netting. Into the far post. Borges with a banger of a shot. We honestly could do nothing about that. Good shot there by Borges. 2 bangers. Bangers only is what they're playing on. Tristan Borges. Nothing could happen there. Yeah, you got a point. You're 15 seconds behind. Well, I mean, I'm on a stream, so of course it's going to be behind. But what else could I do? What a banger by Tristan Borges. Well, not bad. 1-1, 60th minute. A minute in between each other. This is how bad we are. Then again, even Dax McCarty could say that when McCarty was in Dallas in 2010 MLS Cup Final. Maybe I'm overestimating those accomplishments. If you win, you could say it. If you lose, no, you really shouldn't. Well, technically, though, Clint Irwin was at the 2017 MLS Cup Final, but he was on the bench. But he won that trophy, so. And then he was still on the team in 2018. He went to the CONCACAF Champions League Final as well. And didn't win. But Bono was a starter. Heavy on. Schaffelberg. Cross in. 61st minute. 29 minutes to go, plus stoppage time and maybe penalties. So, you could say that. You should be happy no matter who wins since you support both of them. I mean, the game doesn't really matter, but I need Toronto to be NYC 2-1-1 versus Orlando City B. Pozuelo with a banger, and he gets it basically canceled out. He gets a yellow card, too, for his troubles. Gets it canceled out by Tristan Borges. Damn. The goal scorers clatter, 62nd minute. I see your point. Look at Revolution. 5 MLS Cup final appearances. Revolution can empathize with the Buffalo Bills. Yeah. Yeah, Taylor Twellman can't say he made, 3 MLS Cups? He probably will, because that's Taylor Twellman, but, I really can't. Taylor Twellman is, just a loudmouth, honestly. Like, he was a good player with the Revs in an older MLS. Free kick for Forge. And that's probably going to be a yellow. Nope, just the so goes down. Twellman was in 4 MLS Cup final. Okay. He was not in 2014's, though. That's the one that, NYCFC has a Moroccan. Whoa. Ooh. 63rd minute. Here comes Forge. Akinyoti Janssen. Yusa Sophie. Jay Heaps was the head coach of the 2014 iteration of Revolution. Twellman retired 2011, 2012 because of all those concussions. NYC too, okay. But yeah, Jay Heaps is a horrible coach. I don't know how the hell he did it. Like 2014 MLS was like the last year of like the old not old MLS, but like MLS 1.5, I'd say over the last, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, last 8 years, MLS has gotten so much better, especially over the last decade. But over the last 8 years, MLS has changed into not exactly what people think it is, right? Or what they want to say it is. Morocco's actually developing in the USA leagues. Yeah, that's a good thing. 64th minute. I don't like where this is going. 1-1 between both sides. Excuse me. Retirement. Twellman retired in 2010. It was close. Caden Chung's coming on for Luca Petrasso. Caden Chung back from injury. This is his first appearance since, for a while at least. Caden Chung, former Pacific player as well. He was at this stadium when he won the Canadian Premier League trophy before he came to Toronto in the offseason. Caden Chung. And Hajab Rapport and Taron Campbell were here as well. But is MLS transfer from Soccer Boot to Crest MLS? Pretty much, yeah. Like a year in between. 2014 still had the old logo, yeah. Whenever they changed to the Crest, that's when MLS became actually something more than just a freaking joke. A running joke and a meme. Or that's when it was making its transformation into something worth a damn. That's out for a throw. No, that went off of Rama. How the hell is that a throw for Forge? 65th minute. Boom. Get it, go, get the ball. Look at Hakimi. Yeah. Still couldn't pass the Pulisic test, though. Akraf Hakimi could not pass the Christian Pulisic test. I'm just saying. And Pulisic's a fraud, so just imagine what happens when he faces Davies and Lorea. Oh, boy. And Buchanan. Header. Just imagine what happens. He couldn't pass the Pulisic test. He couldn't pass the Pulisic test. No. Pulisic's a fraud. Plays forward. Forge. 66th minute. 1-1 between both sides. Jay's pitcher Barrios strikes out 13 as they win. Nice. Jose Barrios. He's been good since opening day. Pretty much. I wish that he won in St. Louis, but thank the bullpen for choking the hell out of it. Goal kick for Westberg. I can only speak for myself. Heaps was way better at being the head coach of the Revolution than I would be. 2014 MLS Cup final appearance, 2016 Open Cup final appearance, all with Revs. Avs down 1-0 to the Oilers. Fair. Tristan Borges off for Women's Pashis. And he gets a yellow card as well for time wasting. Women's Pashis coming on. But yeah, I mean, you have a point. But I know I'm better than Chris Armas. I know I would have been better than Chris Armas. I know that for sure. I don't care what you say. I wonder if he's the assistant coach for Austria now. God knows he wouldn't have a job other than that. Oh, that's in through, and that's going to go out for a goal kick. Goal kick, TFC, yep. 68th minute. This goes to 90. This ends at full time. In a draw, we go to pens. I don't like how that sounds. It's actually a 60th minute goal, but for Borges. 2 minutes later, yep. Plays forward. TFC attacking. They still look like the better team, but I did say 2-1 was my prediction, so I'm not completely off. I'm not going to predict TFC to get a clean sheet until I can see they get a clean sheet at least twice, 2 games in a row. Foul, free kick the other way. Well, what more do you want Heaps to do? He was the head coach of the Revolution, after all. You got a point. Arena and Revolution got the shield. That's true. However, Bruce Arena's Bruce Arena. Heaps is Heaps. You have a point. I mean, Bruce Arena's still a fraud, and he's still a choker, but, I mean, okay. Like, he's good until it matters. Like, it's kind of like Bob Bradley's era. Did I just slander Bob Bradley? Yeah, I think I did. 69th minute. I mean, what are you drinking 24 hours? 3 Cokes, 1 water, 1 tea. Pretty much. That's normal. If I'm out eating, probably more than 3 Cokes. Like what? I drank, 7 the day I went to that Jays Cardinals game? Not at home, though, all at the game. No, drank water as soon as I got home. Boom. Cross in by Schaffelberg. Goes all the way out. Pozuelo can't get to it. Why did he not run toward it? All right, 70th minute. Throw in. Toronto has 20 minutes to get a winner. Hell, Forge does too. Favorite type of soda, classic Coca-Cola, cherry, Coke vanilla, Coca-Cola vanilla, but I barely could find it now. It's only like in bottles. And that's in through. Shot, blocked away, nice. Almost, and saved by Westberg. I thought, damn it, Terran Campbell was about to seal it. Terran Campbell on the run. That was a good run there by Terran Campbell, 70th minute. But Coke vanilla, anything vanilla, really. Like, I like vanilla or cream soda, Dr. Pepper. I do like Pepsi vanilla sometimes. Sometimes on road trips I do that. Pepsi Nitro vanilla. Vanilla's nice. Cherry vanilla Coke, somewhere. But the problem is that I love Coca-Cola vanilla. Also, I can never find them either. Like, I used to be able to find them in cans, but once the pandemic hit, like after like May, they stopped making it in cans. They only make it in bottles. You have to like go to a gas station or a Walgreens to get it. And they don't even make them in like 6 packs of bottles. You have to like buy like 3 or 4. I'm like, you sons of... It was because of the pandemic. That's what I heard through the grapevine. But that's what I heard through the grapevine. That's a foul. Free kick for Forge, 71st minute. But they haven't brought the cans back. I mean, I guess it makes sense because there's still supply chain problems. But, you know, ever since like May of 2020. No, wait, did I? During MLS Cup? No. MLS is back. I did find cans. I did have cans during MLS is back. But I think that was like my last pack of cans of them. Maybe I saved it for MLS is back because I was only watching pay-per-views. So Here comes Ford. Shot blocked away. So I actually scratched that. But somewhere in the middle of 2020, the cans stopped being a thing. I remember having some during MLS's back group stage, though. Or maybe I saved them for the TFC matches. And it was like the only 6 I had left. Punched away by Westberg. Jesus Christ, that looked bad. What's your opinion on Turner going to Arsenal? Are you happy about it? I'm really happy about it. He deserves it. Turner's a very good goalkeeper. And I also said this, where Matt Turner should be starting for the USA, unless he's injured. He absolutely should be starting. I do think he does need match time with Arsenal, and he's just against Aaron Ramsdale, so that's going to be hard to do. He'll probably be in the Zach Steffen caliber, but unlike Zach Steffen, I think Matt Turner can handle being the backup and being called into duty once he's called into situations. I think Zach Steffen honestly needs game time. Like the way he plays, he needs game time. Clear Chung, yes, 73rd minute. Matt Turner, on the other hand, as you could see when he came back from his injury, the frost, whatever they called it, if it was his foot or frostbite, whatever they called it, he basically bounced right back. Like Matt Turner, as long as he's in action, he can handle it. I think the way Matt Turner plays, would you be livid if Revolution won Champions League before Toronto? Was I livid when Seattle did? At least on camera? No. I mean, at this point, no. Would I be livid because it was Robert Kraft and he effed over Tom Brady because Belichick wanted him to? I'm still pissed about that, yes, but I'm still pissed about that. But I don't think that's exactly because the Revs won Champions League. I don't think Bill Belichick deserves to win until he retires. And I'm rooting for the Patriots. I think Belichick's a fraud. Brady carried his ass. And he was like, Brady's old as shit. I'm going to get rid of him. Sissoko off for Welshman. He got what he deserved. And all because Robert Kraft had to also get rid of Antonio Brown. He doesn't get rid of Antonio Brown, Tom Brady's still a Patriot. To this day. Probably. Because, Brady wasn't probably happy with the roster makeup, but Belichick kind of ran him out of town. But if Brady had his Randy Moss 2.0 as he brought him to Tampa, maybe he would have stayed for lower. I don't know. Zverev hurt his knee and he picked up very loud and it was so bad versus Rafa, so Rafa went on in his place. We're talking about tennis here, right? As soon as he got the serve back on his side, it was heard. Okay, yeah. Rafa Nadal is through then. Plays through, blocked away, and going back to Forge. But I wouldn't be livid if the Revs won Champions League before Toronto, because at this point, the only team I'd be livid about is Montreal, since Seattle's done it. As long as we do it before Montreal, and honestly, we win 2 Champions Leagues before everybody else, especially Montreal and Seattle, I won't really be livid. But I want us to be the first Canadian team. We better not be beat to the punch by Montreal. And I want us to be the first with 2. And hopefully back to back. But I'm not going to be a beggar. I'm not going to go completely out of hand. Ball played forward, headed away. Pozuelo heads it down. Akinola over the top for Schaffelberg. Schaffelberg keeps it in and he makes a run. That's a foul. Throw in for TFC. Morgan foul Schaffelberg. Here's a controversial opinion. Revolution getting their first MLS Cup won't be enough. They have to win the Champions League, and then they'll be able to separate themselves from the Buffalo Bills. Which is, I think, is what Kraft's trying to do. I don't know if it's Jonathan or Robert, per se. I think I think Jonathan is the one who cares more about the Revs. And Robert Kraft is sort of trying to rehabilitate his image after the happy ending situation, which is also why he got rid of Antonio Brown. And he's actually cared way more about controversy than he used to. And it may have been a Jonathan thing as well, because I think Jonathan's a punk. But that's just me. I think Jonathan Kraft is a punk. I think he's getting more power than Robert. I mean, Robert's getting old. I get that. But I think Jonathan Kraft's a punk. The Patriots, the way I see it, the Patriots are the Patriots. Nobody gave a shit about Spygate. Nobody gave a shit about Deflategate. Do your job, ignore the noise, all that shit. Just no-sell everything, you know? I'm one to talk. No-sell everything. Which is, honestly, the right way to do it. Tom Brady, no-sell everything. And Belichick, no-sell everything. You ain't getting shit out of him. And Robert Kraft, you probably weren't either, unless they won the Super Bowl. But Robert Kraft has softened over the years, or Jonathan's a punk, and it's either one. Plays through. I still love the players. I like Mac Jones. Number 1, Tennessee is losing to Campbell 5-4 in baseball in the regional. Lovely. I really don't give a shit because Mississippi State, well, you know what they did. They bombed out like the Hindenburg. I don't care. I'm not watching the College World Series because we're not defending our title. I couldn't give a crap less. Of course, Mississippi State bottoms out like the Hindenburg after they win a championship. Of course they do. It's Mississippi State. I should have known. But Tennessee's getting loud. They're getting loud. They think they're amazing. They think they're hot shit over the past 2 years. They're getting loud. I don't want to hear it from them. I want Tennessee to choke. Them and Vandy. All the Tennessee schools to choke in the SEC. I want Vandy to choke. I want the Vols to choke. I want them all. Vols are getting loud. Vancouver's like the redheaded stepchild of the Canadian teams. It wouldn't really annoy me, only for the fact that we wouldn't be the first Canadian team. That would annoy me, but it wouldn't annoy me that Vancouver did it. I'd be like, okay, I can't believe they did it. Maybe it's because I can't picture it. I could sort of picture Willifred Nancy getting Montreal into a position that they could win the Champions League. And they've already been in a final before. I can imagine Montreal somehow pulling it off. Vancouver, though, who the hell do they have? They have nobody. Vonnie Sartini is not taking Vancouver to a Champions League final, let alone winning the damn thing. Okay? I just can't picture it. So maybe I'd be annoyed if it actually happens. Maybe I'd hate it, but it's still Vancouver. I'd probably be happy for them a little bit because it'd be like, oh, they actually did it. I didn't expect that. That's a foul. Yellow card in Hajabrapur. We got 10 minutes left. 1-1. ECU is in it, so I'm watching. Okay. Yeah. 84th minute, Jamaica conceded. Of course they did. 1-1. 81st minute. Of course they did. 1-1. Ball played back. Of course they did. Because Jamaica, oh, hell. They're not good. They're not great. Jamaica plays through, and that's going to be saved by Henry. 81st minute, we have, I was entertained when you were elated that Cruz Azul eliminated Montreal this year. At least it was the other ones, not us. Cozy Thompson plays fourth. Seemed like you were running up walls because I was happy about it. Because, I mean, Montreal versus Pumas, I thought Montreal had a chance. And the fact that Seattle won, and then the Revs, and I think this was before the Revs choked. So it was like, oh, okay. Yeah, Montreal's better than the Revs at this point with the way they're playing in CCL. Yeah, no. I thought they were going to beat the Revs. Had the Revs actually gotten through. But even Pumas, I think Montreal had the chance there. Cross in. I was like, I needed it to be Cruz Azul. And honestly, I wanted Cruz Azul to make the final for Mexico because, I was proven right that Pumas were going to be the team that probably shouldn't have made it. Over the top, in through Jimenez. Jimenez cross past the post. It's a goal kick for Henry, but Jimenez there. Can't believe your rivals Ole Miss made it, and y'all didn't. Scam was found. What do you think about the JFF? They suck. They're trash. They don't know how to run anything. It's bureaucratic as all hell. Like another arm of the government. Oh, so Ole Miss did make it. They won enough games to make... Damn, they probably did go to Hoover. Is that what did it? Shit. Fucking scum, Ole Miss. I missed today's final. Will I be able to watch the 2022 final? It should be on FS2. A 2022 final, it should be on there, especially if it ends up, well, at least it'll be Montreal, but probably there's going to be Toronto or Montreal. Then if York's in there, probably won't be. I don't know. It probably would have to be Vancouver. In through. 82nd minute. Chouanier. That's out for a throw-in. Still will Forge. Well, plays through. Shot. Blocked. That's out for a corner for Forge. 83rd minute. Vancouver up 2-1 now versus Salt Lake. Okay. Interesting. I think we're going to penalties. I think we're going to pens. I don't like the way this is going. Toronto versus Forge in penalties. This could be interesting. Ashton Morgan is off. 83rd minute. Who they putting on? Quasi Poku. Last time Forge played a penalty shootout, they lost. I got it. FS2 is what I'll watch for the 2022 final, no matter which clubs are in the final. Same here. I want it to be Toronto, but I will watch Vancouver, Montreal. That's out for another corner kick, 84th minute. I will watch that final. Should I? Probably not, but I will. If it is Vancouver, Montreal, or York, Montreal, I'll be rooting for York or Vancouver then. What do you think about Arsenal? They're a good team. They're definitely ahead of their process. Champions League would have been great for them, but at least they got Europa. Guyana scored 69th minute versus Montserrat. Ball crossed in and cleared by Toronto. 84th minute. Can they get another late winner like they did against Halifax? That's the move for this team at this point. Schaffelberg being chased down. Plays it into Salcedo, who's... Oh, that's bad. We're going to give it away. Kerr, foul. No. This ref is a loser. Vancouver goal recalled. No foul. No foul on Kerr. Are you kidding me? No. That's just BS. There goes cross in. Welshman played it in. Here comes Forge. Chouanier. Becker. 85th. Header. Go past the post. No. That's out. And TFC should get it back. Schaffelberg clears up the pitch. 85th minute. Rama. I don't think Arsenal can win Europa League, to be honest. In your opinion, will Armas annihilate Manchester United like he ruined and destroyed Toronto? He already did. But he's gone. He left with Ralph Rangnick. He may not be coaching Austria, though. I don't know. 85th minute. But I'd love to see that as well. But Austria actually won their match. So I don't think he's there. I don't think he's there. 86th minute. Too many stronger teams in Europa. They might be able to. Arsenal have Turner. It'd be nice to see Matt Turner just ball out and win Arsenal the Europa League. Like Sergio Romero did that year with Man United. That type of situation. 86th minute. We're headed to penalties as it stands. If this match keeps going the way it is. '86th minute. 86th minute of football. Toronto FC may have to deal with another penalty shootout to win the Canadian Championship. Rama is up. He'll walk off. Last time they were in a Canadian Championship final penalty shootout, Toronto lost to Montreal at BMO Field. Lucas McNaughton putting his jersey on, another jersey on, has a nosebleed dealing with. McNaughton. Chris Armas is becoming head coach of a League Two team in England. Don't tell me that's serious. You're getting relegated. Whoever it is, they're getting relegated. Whoever it is getting relegated. I don't keep up with Manchester United too much nowadays. I watch Real Madrid eliminate Liverpool. I also watch Real Madrid eliminate Man City. That sounds a lot better. That's over for a goal kick for Westberg. 87th minute. Can TFC get another late winner like they did against Halifax? I said 2-1. I don't want to see a penalty shootout. I'm scared. The last time Forge played a penalty shootout, they lost to Montreal at Hamilton. They lost to Arcailles on a penalty shootout. They have not won a penalty shootout. Of course, if they do win their first one, it'll be against TFC. Because God knows. Toronto hasn't played badly. They haven't played badly like they did against Halifax, I have to say. That one Tristan Borges goal was a banger. You can't really do nothing about that. Kerr, still running around like his name was Bambi, but luckily nothing bad happened there. Chung, Pozuelo, Schaffelberg, and it's going to go out for a... No, it's going to go out for a Forge throw. Rama to take the throw in. Win by Boston round. What should the Celtics win in game 2? Same sort of stuff they've been doing in game 1. Just keep playing the same way. What's your opinion on Jesse Marsh's performance as the coach ahead? Leeds United, is he doing okay? I think he's doing well. I think Jesse Marsh deserves that job. He's been playing well. Or they've had his team playing well. I think they were playing better under him than they did under Bielsa. Now, of course, the schedule didn't really favor him, but they still stayed up. I do believe that Jesse Marsh will do better with Leeds if he has a full-on transfer window. And that's a good thing. I think Jesse Marsh is a great coach, and I think he got railroaded at Leipzig, and Leeds has been better for him. Things have went better for him, and I think things will keep going as good as they have if they just keep going. Pozuelo, still with the ball. Late winner, maybe. Schaffelberg, cross, chip. It's going to clear out, but headed forward to Akinyoti Janssen. Rama, 90th minute. Ooh, that's a throw in for TFC. Pozuelo, in through. Peruzza, Schaffelberg. 90th minute, 4 minutes of stoppage time. Still 1-1. Here's a throw in for Forge. Can Toronto or Forge get a late winner in this matchup, or will we go to penalties? Do you think Bob should have given more time at Swansea? Yes. I think he was right saying it's a project. They got worried. I think Bob should have been given more time. I think Bob Bradley wanted that project, and he should have been given more time, but he didn't get it. But it means he wouldn't have been at LAFC, and who knows what that would have changed. Red card for Salt Lake. Jays win 12-2. Nice. Here's a throw-in. 91st minute. 3 more to go. And a possible penalty shootout. They got to clear the blood off of McNaughton's jersey or just take him off. He's off. That's not good news. 91st minute. Salcedo by himself? Shit. I don't like that case. 91st minute of football to be played. 2 more. 2.5 more minutes to be played before penalties so do happen. Get the ball, get the Get the ball. Get the ball. Get the ball. JFF tied 1-1 to Suriname. Jesus Christ. Madon. They're trash. Suriname. And they were at home, yeah? Plays through. Chung cleared to Pozuelo to Schaffelberg. Schaffelberg plays it up the pitch. Prizos looks like he's going to come on. Here's a throw in. McNaughton for Prizo, and they've made that move. 92nd minute. Vancouver goal. Aaron Herrera red. 92nd minute of football here. 2 more minutes. Can TFC get a late winner, or will we see a penalty shootout at the death of the game? 2-1, yeah? That's out for a corner kick. No, it's going to be a goal kick for Tristan Henry in the 93rd minute. Looks like we'll probably go to penalties. Can TFC change their luck against the CPL side? At least it's the... Oh, no. Maybe not. 93rd minute. Forge looks like they'll have one more chance here. Cross into the box. Prizo get it out. Cleared by TFC. And still with Forge. 93rd minute. I'm proud of Curacao. Me too. They played well. They honestly deserve to at least draw that game. That's out for a Westberg goal kick. TFC have a minute for a late winner, or we're going to pens. Oh, bro. I hope Bob has him practicing penalties. This is some shit. 93rd, 93:30. We have 30 seconds. We have wasted all that time. Pozuelo in the 58th. Borges in the 60th. And Borges was taken off before penalties because I think that's a smart idea. He already choked once. We'll see if he choked. We don't want to see him choke again. I mean, I do, but not the Toronto side of me. Should you be happy about that theoretical timeline? If LAFC never got the 2019 Shield, that might mean the Toronto 2019 iteration collects the Shield. We were only hot for half the season. Free kick. Nope, they're giving advantage. Should be going to extra time any minute now unless Forge scores right now. Welshman. Boom. That's a goal kick. We're going to extra time. Jay Dennis scored the NYRB goal. Vancouver 2-1 Salt Lake. What the hell? Looks like we're going to go to extra time. Or penalties, I should say. Come on, boys. Don't do this shit. Guyana 2-1 to Montserrat. That's full time. We're going to penalties. 1-1 full time. We're going to penalties. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to penalties. After 90. Means we're going to pens. Means we're going to pens. Means we're going to penalties here. And Hamilton, Ontario, stay here. Means we're going to penalties in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. TFC versus Hamilton Forge on a penalty shootout. We got... Just don't do this, Toronto. Don't do it the way I think you are. Forge hasn't won a penalty shootout. ever. Toronto FC. The last 3 finals we've had a penalty shootout in, we have lost. Can TFC out-quality Forge, or will TFC blow it? We're going to mess it up, probably. Italy lost to Argentina but can't beat Germany and tied 1-1. You think about 2022, Shield, LAFC, NYCFC, Dallas, Salt Lake, Union. LAFC or NYCFC. Or Montreal's outside chance. Montreal has an outside chance. They have an outside chance. We ain't stomping Forge, though. Forge, here we go. Toronto Forge penalty shootout. If Michael Bradley takes a penalty, I am going to scream. He better not take a penalty until like 7 penalties. If this dude takes a penalty in the top 5, son of a bitch, that won't be good. Son of a bitch, that won't be good. No, and no, we're not going to have any spoilers here. So, leave it alone. We're not going to have any spoilers. I'm not reading the comments until this is over. I'm going to keep my eyes on this. Here we go. I know I'm about a minute behind, so of course you're going to know before I know, but I ain't reading shit. I'm reading shit. Here we go. TFC versus Forge. Looks like Forge will take the first kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, Jesus Jimenez. Jesus Jimenez is first. Jesus Jimenez versus Tristan Henry is the first penalty. Come on, Jesus. I ain't seen him take a penalty before. But I think, knowing Jesus Jimenez, I believe he'll score. I believe he'll score. Jesus Jimenez first versus Tristan Henry. Jesus Jimenez. The real Jimenez. The real Jimenez number 9. Better than Raul. And if TFC screws this up, it's going to be a hat flick. Please don't. So Tristan Henry versus Jesus Jimenez. TFC to start this penalty shootout. Jesus Jimenez, quick run up. Shot. Goal. 1-0 TFC. Jesus Jimenez with a great penalty. There we go. There we go, Jesus. That's my boy. Jesus Jimenez. Magician. That's my boy. Jesus. To the left. Yeah, to the left. And Henry goes the other way. We got Akinyoti Janssen. I get it. Akinyoti Janssen versus Westberg for Forge's first penalty. Alexander Akinyoti Janssen. Akinyoti Janssen. Let's see what happens. Akinyoti Janssen versus Westberg. Shot! Goal! 1-1. It's 1-1. Akinyoti scores. Who we got next? Boom. Just puts it into the corner. Just rolls it into the corner, Akinyoti Janssen. Who we got next? Carlos Salcedo. I don't like where this goes. Carlos Salcedo. He's a center back. Come on, Carlos. It's up to you. Come on, Carlos. Carlos Salcedo. The DP center back. Come on. Come on, Carlos. Salcedo versus Henry. Takes a quick run up. Shot. Goal. Carlos Salcedo. 2-1 TFC. Let's go. El Titan. El Titan. Let's go. El Titan. Let's go. Oh, so I'm right on time. Carlos Salcedo. Salcedo. Taron Campbell. Came over from Pacific before the season. Played in CCL. Taron Campbell, the striker for Forge, against Quentin Westberg. Will it be TFC getting a head, or will Taron Campbell score? Shot, goal! 2-2. Taron Campbell scores. Down the middle, Westberg goes the wrong way. Campbell basically goes down the middle. Westberg goes the wrong way. I've seen Westberg save penalties before. That's the good news. Who else we have? We have what the hell? Why aren't they showing who's? DeAndre Kerr. I don't like where this one's going. DeAndre Kerr. Here's a shot. Goal. Oh, he went past the post. DeAndre Kerr misses. DeAndre Kerr misses. Horrible shot by DeAndre Kerr. It's 2-2. DeAndre Kerr just went straight past the post. Yeah, I figured that was going to happen. Wubens Pashis. Wubens Pashis versus Westberg. Forge is on. Forge could take the advantage here. DeAndre Kerr misses the first penalty of the match. Will Wubens Pashis make Toronto pay? Pashis. Wubens Pashis runs up. Stutter step in the goal. That's 3-2. TFC has to make a save. They have to score their next 2 penalties and make a save somewhere, or hope a miss happens. I think we're screwed. I absolutely think we're screwed. 3-2 Forge. Toronto have to score. And it's Pozuelo. The fuck are we going to end with then? Alejandro Pozuelo. Will he miss or will he score? Pozuelo. Henry gets on his line. Pozuelo versus Henry. Can Pozuelo keep TFC in? Yep, goal. 3-3. TFC has to make a save or hope for a miss in one of the next 2. And they have to score their next one, of course. And it looks like Kyle Becker will be coming up for Forge FC. Three to 3. And it's Kyle Becker, former Toronto FC man. Can Westberg make the save, or will Becker score? Or will Becker miss? It's 3-3. Can Becker keep Forge on the front foot? Becker versus Westberg. Westberg's made saves before. Becker runs up short. Save! Save by Quentin! Save by Q! Fucking let's go! Kyle Becker misses. Former Toronto FC man misses. Westberg with a save, and there ain't no VAR. He may have been off his line, but I don't give a shit. Lovely. They ain't saying nothing. Go, TFC, to take the lead back and at least go to sudden death. It's going to be Michael Bradley. It's Peruzza. Good. Peruzza. Jordan Peruzza, to pay back what he did against Montreal, he has a penalty here. Will he make it 5? Shot, goal. Jordan Peruzza makes it 4-3. TFC, if they make a save, if the person misses, TFC wins the Canadian Championship. If Forge scores, we go to sudden death. Jordan Peruzza keeps TFC on the precipice. Who will it be for Forge to answer? And it is Schwanier. David Schwanier. Shot! In the goal. It's 4-4. We're going to stop the super, or we're going to extra. We're going to sudden death. David Schwanier. Slides it into the net. Cozy Thompson. Rookie. From TFC's academy. 4-4. Can he keep TFC alive? Or will Westberg have to make a save, or will there be a miss? Cozy Thompson is a rookie. Number 6. DeAndre Kerr, the last rookie to take a penalty, went horribly. Can Cozy do better? Come on, Cozy. Shot, goal. It's 5-4. TFC can make a save and end this. And it's going to be Quasi Poku, I think, is the next try. Quasi Poku. Cozy Thompson. KOSA. Schwanier. And it's... I think that's Poku, yeah? The shot will be taken. Run up. Off the bar. TFC wins. TFC wins the 2020 Canadian Championship. Toronto FC wins a trophy. Yes. TFC are your Canadian champions for 2020. Poku was off, so... No, that was Poku. Quasi Poku. Quasi Poku misses the shot. He missed off the bar, and TFC won. I can't believe it. We won a penalty shootout, and we won a trophy on a penalty shootout. I'll take it. Quasi Poku misses off the bar. TFC wins. TFC wins. Yes, our first trophy since 2018. Because nobody counts the Eastern Conference Championship. Yes! Yes! Oh, how I missed this. How I missed it. Westberg, well, no. 2020 Canadian Championship checked. It's 2022 Canadian Championship next for Toronto. We don't get embarrassed at home by Insigne, in front of Insigne. The 2020 final was postponed to 2022. They were supposed to play it late 2020. Could never do that. They were supposed to play it in the preseason of 2021. They never did that. Spot was given to Toronto for the CCL. They let Forge host the final, and they played it in 2022. So this was supposed to be handed out. At least they finally played it. TFC, figure it out. 1-1 on scores. Extra time. After, I cannot believe it. 2, 3, 4. 4-2. 4-5. TFC. TFC wins on penalties 4-5 after a 1-1 draw at regular time. TFC finally won a trophy again. That would have been a good idea. Twitter's a shithole anyway. Stomp the league. Let's go. Poku misses. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if I do that. I can't believe they did that. Honestly, Toronto won. Toronto won on penalties. What's your opinion on Latanzio being the interim head coach of Charlotte? I mean, I hope he's good. I don't know why you get rid of a guy who freaking has you in close to playoff places. But if a DP wanted him gone, I guess there you go. I mean, my face is honestly beat red. Jeez. That's how crazy this is. TFC, ale, ale. TFC, ale, ale. You know, should I keep this going until they lift the trophy, or should I just... TFC wins. I can now believe it. All for one, baby. All for one. It was a better performance than Halifax. We just ended up playing penalties in this one, and thank God we won. I'll accept it for what it is. Oh. I mean, I'll take it this way because I don't want a penalty shootout in the regular Canadian Championship because that's what still gets us to CCL. This, it's okay, right? I mean, my heart was racing and my face is beat red. What do you expect? Score 1-1, regular time, 4-5 on penalties for TFC. We could have done better for sure. Still better than Halifax. That's my line. It was still better than Halifax. That was shit. That was shit. This, no, it was good. It was good. Don't say that yet. Get past Montreal. That's the real final. If we're playing Vancouver or York, you can say that shit. Don't say that until the 23rd. Don't. We're going to either get embarrassed in front of Insigne because he flies over the day before, or we embarrass Montreal in front of him. There's no in between. Do not say that. Do not say that. The way this team is playing, we probably need Insigne for that Montreal match. More than him just sitting in the press box. Jeez, don't say that. Montreal's going to be tough. Been a TFC fan since the start, but from Hamilton, so been a Forge fan since CPL. 'Twas a fun game. Been a TFC fan since the start. Chose Forge in the CPL. I only wanted Toronto to win this match. I would have been pissed if Forge did, even on penalties. That's the only time I'm against Forge is if Toronto's playing, because Toronto's first. It's just like if Chelsea were to play Toronto. I want Chelsea to get bounced. I know it'll never happen, but just, it's the principle of things. If Toronto plays one of my favorite European teams, I want Toronto to slap the shit out of them. Will it happen? Probably not. But Montreal's going to be tough. Amen. Did we get to lift the trophy as the trophy was given to another team last year? No, the trophy was out there when they walked out. They will lift the trophy. And you know what? I'll keep this going until they lift the trophy. Then I'll make the RSR because I'd hate to look at the TV and just like boom, boom, boom. But doesn't matter. We'll win the trophy in July. I just did it, didn't I? I just did it, didn't I? Still have your Insigne dance. Yes. Montreal's been playing good lately compared to us. Yeah, because we have nobody until Insigne in the summer. Is that Ranjit Singh? Is he standing there? Is that Greg Ranjit Singh standing there? Nice. I honestly think he should be the backup. Why not go for it? This sort of reminds me of Real Sociedad got the 2020 Copa del Rey, but a few days later, Barcelona got the 2020 Copa del Rey. Yep, exactly. Don't curse us just yet. I'm probably a jinx anyway. I think we've been jinxed before because of me, and it'll probably happen once again. Let's be honest. Still a loudmouth, so can we reverse curse ourselves? I don't know. Because maybe this reversed the penalty stuff. Maybe it did. I don't want to see another TFC penalty shootout, though. I think July 9th is his first match. Second's our first match after the first. I think it's the 9th against the Earthquakes. No, Earthquakes is second. Seattle's the 9th. It's against Seattle. I think, yeah. We won. Yeah, I can't believe it. We won a penalty shootout. The gods blessed us. It was a CPL team. I don't need to see this team in another penalty shootout, but at least we have people that are competent. Thank you. At least we have people that are competent at a penalty shootout now. And Michael Bradley didn't have to step up to take a penalty. Thank God. Because if Michael Bradley stepped up, that would have been curtains. And Oso, God love him, that penalty for Oso against Chivas still sticks in my mind. I'm glad he was hurt. I love Oso, and I hate that he's hurt, but in the end, I'm kind of glad he was because he takes a penalty. All I'm thinking of is when he put it off the bar. He probably would have done it again. Thank God he didn't. Thank God he was hurt. I love Oso. I know that sounds bad, but I'll never forget Delgado putting it over the bar, and he could have put it on frame and won us the match. I'll never forget Oso stutter stepping and putting it in the bar, and I'll never forget Bradley putting it into freaking out orbit. Actually, you can't. It's called a copyright strike. The thing will get muted. I tried. I stopped doing it on TikTok because it got muted. All the time. Oh, look, Mavinga's in a Canadian tuxedo. Mavinga's in a Canadian tuxedo. It fits. That's totally Chris Mavinga for you. You know, it's sad that Mavinga's getting hurt like this because he used to be like so solid. You know, he's still got a good vibe though. Chris is just a freaking guy. Forge FC is Hamilton, Tim Hortons. In the sun, in the rain, we will always call your name. Through the thick and the thin, we are loyal to the end. For the boys on the field, for the boys on the field, oh, we sing and chant the legend TFC. I don't care what you say. That's a good song. I don't care what you say. I love that song. Who are you thinking about for the 2022 Open Cup? Red Bulls versus New York City FC might be exciting. I think LA Galaxy wins it. I've been saying whoever won that El Trafico is going to win the Open Cup. I have a feeling it's going to be the Galaxy. I don't see anybody else doing it. Do you think Nelson will get less games when Insigne comes? Yeah, I would rather it be Nelson than Petrasso. Unless we get somebody on the other side to help them. I would rather it be Nelson getting less games than Petrasso. I think Petrasso is the better player of the two. I think Petrasso is the better player of the two. And he's a lot more, what's the word? Petrasso is more versatile as well. Yeah, keep dreaming, Winvo. I'd love to see you on CCL. It's not happening. You blew it in the Open Cup, not the Open Cup. The MLS is back. You blew it then. The Voyagers Cup is back in our hands for the first time since 2018. Feels good. It feels good. And no hat flicks. And there's the low rent stand. And then there's the low rent stand. The CSA, I know you want it. That don't mean shit. That don't mean shit. And oh, look, it's Bill Manning. Let me hope. Yeah, trust me, hope is not fun. Last year was all hope, and I got crushed every damn week. What do you expect? So is Shane O'Neill hurt? Because he's in a freaking sweater and shorts. Trust me, hope's not a thing. Hope's not a thing you try. And now the players are going to get their medals. Yeah, we're just going to go till they lift the trophy at this point. Bradley. Michael Bradley has the trophy here. They're taking a picture with him before they do the lift, so they're going to get their medals and then lift the trophy. O'Neill's injured. What the hell? It wasn't against Chicago, wasn't it? What the hell happened? Training? I hate this. This physio team is shit. Like, they got rid of everybody but the physios. Like, seriously. They shit-canned everybody. They shit-canned everybody in the offseason but the physios. That's the problem. That was like 1/3 of the problem. Bradley should have had his physios. Way too many training injuries. Gold scored the winner for Vancouver. Of course he is. If Red Bulls, Omaha, or Sacramento get the 2022 Open Cup, is that another sign of imminent doomsday? Possibly. Red Bulls, yes. Omaha and Sacramento, I'm just going to hope that was a great cup set run. I'm just going to hope that's what that was. Yes, I realize that Red Bulls already have 3 shields. That shit don't count. Physical and medical needs upgraded. Why they use the profit from Larea to improve, I'll never know. They could have just brought in Bob's physios, but no. They shit-canned everybody but like 3 players in the physios. Like, did we miss the point of why we sucked? Or part of it, I should say. And here comes Michael Bradley to lift TFC's first real counted trophy since 2018. And here we go. The Voyagers Cup of 2020 is Toronto's. It's been a long time, and we jump in the time machine and we bring it home. Michael Bradley gets to lift it. Felt good to see. I could see it. It's at BC Place, but I wouldn't be shocked. York freaking upset Pacific, and Jaden Nelson gets to lift it. Cozy Thompson. Beautiful. Champions. Congrats to Toronto. Have a good night, buddy. Enjoy the celly. Cheers. Love it. Good night. Have a good night. We won. Feels good. And all the Utes get to finally hold a trophy. Love it. With that being said, TFC wins on penalties. So 2019, Montreal. 2020, Toronto. 2021, Montreal. 2022, Toronto. I was campeones, campeones, ole, ole, ole. Now, let's go get 2022. With that being said, see you for the review. We'll be out within the hour. And then tomorrow for Canada versus Panama. Hopefully that goes well. Peace. Maybe it gives the youth fire after learning what it feels like. That's probably a good thing. I could see that. See y'all. See y'all. Peace.